Hi folks, this is activity TT89 and the objective is to create a proving junction shown roughly here. Now, of course, my dimensions are uh, different. It doesn't look something like that. However, if you follow the instructions that I did in class and the video and the PowerPoint that I posted, then the dimensions are specified here and eventually you're going to get something that kind of looks like the uh, like like uh, like this. Okay, so anyway, I will keep this thing here because I will be using these dimensions that are indicated on this diagram. Okay, let's go ahead here and I don't need this. I'm going to close that. So maximize this thing. Start with a part file. And please note that there are many ways of doing these things. This just happens to be one of them. File, save management, save as. I have a folder here, activities of week 4. Yes, I will call it TT89. TT89. Yeah, all right. So on this horizontal plane, I will sketch a, a figure that looks like this, and I will fill it up in just a minute. Actually, let me do it on this side. Really doesn't matter, but so there we are. Let's dimension these things. This is 15 millimeter, 15 millimeter, and so is this one. Okay, and this angle, the angle between that line and this line, I believe I want it to be 15 degrees, half of that. So dimension between this line and this line, 15 degrees. And notice that the other side is just symmetric, so let me mirror that line with respect to this line and exit. Okay, so what you see there is that. Okay, now what I want to do is to draw planes normal to this sketch at these 3 locations. Okay, and I want to draw those circles that you see here, right there. However, when I try to make a plane normal to that, let's try this. Plane normal, this thing here, normal to curve. When I select this curve, it's going to come back with this. It says, okay, extract the stuff first. If that's the pathway you want to go. Say, okay, cancel that. If I had drawn these things as individual sketches, or if I had drawn these things as lines in space, it would have been probably easier and we will not get this message. But anyway, here's the situation. You have extract, and I'm going to extract this, okay, and extract that guy. Now, if when I try to select this, it won't do that. If I had pre-selected these three, if I had pre-selected with the control, for example, it would have taken all 3 of them. Well, I didn't. Cancel. So let me go back here, extract this. Uh, yep. Now, if you want to select more, you can click on this group bag and select this guy and select that guy, whatever is easier for you. Close that and say okay. Now let's go and draw our normals, plain normal. So where is this? Plane normal to a curve. Let's select this extract and the point is going to be there. Do it again. This extract, normal point over there. And finally, the third extract is going to be this one and plane over this end. Good. So what you see there is actually this diagram. Now on each one of these, I'm going to draw a circle. This one radius 20, radius 5, radius 12.5. Okay, so on that plane, I will sketch a circle of radius 20, right there, radius 20. I can't remember radius. Let me see for a second. Radius 10, sorry, 10, 5, and 12 and a half. Okay. Okay, let's go back here. So this is going to be 10, radius 10, exit. On this other guy, I'm going to draw a circle radius 5, diameter 10 or radius 5. That's fine. Exit. And this one, on this one is going to be, I'm going to check these things because I have a feeling that this was not radius. Let me see for a second. Oh yeah, that should diameter 20. Okay, good. Exit. All right, that's better. And this one 12 and a half, diameter 25. So on that plane, I will sketch a circle. Oops, right there. 12 and a half. So if its diameter is going to be 25. 25. We say 25. Say okay. Exit. So we have our 3 circles there, and that corresponds to this drawing. Now I'm going to extrude 3 surfaces. So extrude this one by 20 millimeter in the other direction. And next one is going to be this one. Again, 20 millimeter in the other direction. And one more. That fellow 20 millimeter in the other direction. So this corresponds to that drawing. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Now, I'm going to blend these two together. Here's the blend. When you go for the blend, it asks you for 2 things: the curve and the support, the curve and the support. So here's a situation. For the curve, I'm going to select this edge, and for the support, that surface. And for the other one, the other surface, I'm going to select this edge and that support. And if you look at it, you're going to get something like this. All right. So that corresponds to this. And I will do exactly the same thing with the other fellow, except there is an issue here. Let me hide that. Let me hide this for you. See what's going on. When I blend, I can select this edge, no problem. Okay. And that support. For the other one, I select this edge. Well, there's no problem here. That's fine. This is going to be fine. But the next step, you've got to be careful. So it's this one that I've done. I just created this one. Okay. Now I'm going to join these 3. It's the next issue. Is that after that, you have to be a little bit careful. So let me hide this and show that one. There we are. I'm going to join these 3. Please note that you do it any way you want. At the end of the day, you have to get the answer that I'm asking for. These 3 are going to get joined. Okay. So join 1. Now I'm going to join this, do exactly the same thing. There is one problem here. When you try to join, you can select this. Let me cancel that for a second. Let me cancel that and show my other blend. Oops. Cancel. Show it. Good. So look, join that surface. But the problem is that when I select this guy, when I try to select the other one, it takes the old join. I don't want that. So all I want to do is to join this surface and that surface. So that's what this is saying. Join these 2. The blend and this surface on the right. Don't select the one on the left, because when you do that, it select the whole joint one, which I don't want. Okay, good, good. Now, the next step is do the trim. So notice that here, after I do this, I do the trim. Okay, so where is that? Let's go here. Here's the trim in the operations toolbar. I select joint one and I select joint two. Now, ignore these warnings because it says it may be unstable, whatever you're doing. Go and do this and go and do that. Well, that's okay. Let's go. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Anyways, okay. So we say, okay. Now, I don't want this piece to be taken. I say, other side, ignore this, and other side, ignore that. So that is what this guy is saying. Trim the two joints, ignore warnings, keep the other elements, like that. And then we say, okay. All right, now let's see what happened. Look at it. The junction has been created, okay? So now let's thicken this thing, turn it into solid. So here's the thicken. Let me put 1 millimeter, and you select that trim, and you say, okay, there we are. You see this? If you hide the trim, you can see better what's going. Cancel that. Hide it. Right click, hide. You can see better what's going on. Select all, or hide all the sketch, all the planes, all the sketches, and everything. Hide these to clean up your diagram. Okay. And there's 3 planes here. I'm going to hide these two. These also. But there we are. So we have a hole there. We have a hole there. Now, you might say, well, why does it look different from this? That's because here I have 3 millimeter thickness. So let's go ahead and make this thing 3 millimeter. There we are. Now, you might say, can I make it thicker? Well, there's a limit to what you can do. So for example, if you make this thing just 4, no problem. Let's try to make it 6. Of course, it falls apart. So anyway, so we have done this problem, and that takes care of the tutorial. Good luck.